Yo, 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 party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rock at Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. What's good, what's good, what's good? Let me cue this intro up. Bim. Here we go.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, likes the chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make a bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life is for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you wisdom like the great Lena Holmes. So been torn, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasting like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Let's go, party people. The day we've been looking for is here. We are in the building. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good? DSJ, what's good, bro? C-Mac, what's good? My main man, Otherwise, is in the building. What's good, y'all? Good mornings. Man, I got so much, man, listen, there's so much stuff to talk about, man. First things first, let me get some stuff off my chest. Let me first start by quoting the great American poet, Prodigy. We hadn't quoted a great American poet in a minute, but the time is here, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's quote the great American poet, Prodigy. And for hyped up Knicks fans, y'all already know where I'm going with this. Prodigy said, and this is to you, Cleveland. And this is to you, Cleveland Cavaliers. Prodigy said, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk round with your head down, scared to look. You shook. Because ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Bim! Give it up for Prodigy and for Knicks fans. Right? Let me first, I got 3 topics on the screen. I want to talk about these 3. I'm going to do the game preview in a show later on. Right? So I'm going to do breakdown and analysis on the Game 1 pregame show. Right? I'm going to do that on the pregame show. The game starts at 6-ish. We'll probably start rocking about 5:30-ish. Do that pregame show for like 20 minutes. Then do the watch-along. Then do the postgame. Then do the Knicks at Night podcast. We in here. Wayne Peterson, what's good? The son of the legend is in the building. Yes. Kerry Cox is in the building. What's good, boss? Man, y'all get that energy up. Let me first talk about this. C-Mac says, Welcome to Game 1, a.k.a. Hell on Earth. Another quote from one of our favorite Queens artists, Mobb Deep. That's a theme. Mobb Deep is a theme. I'm going to save it for later, right? Right? Emphasis on deep. But we'll save that for later. What I want to speak to off rip is the vibe in the city. I want to talk to the vibe in the city and Knicks fans' energy. Right? Unfortunately, I can't be there because I'm injured. So I need somebody to carry. I need somebody to have my back. I need somebody to have my back like I have y'all back, like I represent when I be on the road. Right? When I'm on the road, whether it's Memphis, Tennessee, or New Orleans, Louisiana, I'm representing for y'all. Right? I'm representing for y'all. Unfortunately, I can't be in the city because I'm hurt. And I want to be there, and I can't. I'm in street clothes. What's the vibe in the city, man? Chat, tell me what the vibe in the city is like. Tell me what New Yorkers are feeling right now. If you're in the New York tri-state area, how you feeling right now? What's the vibe in the city? What's the city like when the Knicks are in the playoffs? What's the vibe in the city? Knicks fans, they have their energy up. Knicks fans have that energy up. My energy is all the way up. Man, listen, I talked to Nev the Disruptor by telephone 4 o'clock this morning. I've been up. Keith Turner's in the building. C-Mac says he going to bring hologram Freezie in the building. Bim. Metz is in the building. J-Tap says Jules definitely playing. Man, look, I'm super excited, man, about today. I don't even know how we going to wait till 6 o'clock. I've been up since 4 o'clock. No, I take that back. I've been up since like 3 o'clock. I called Nev the Disruptor about 4 o'clock. Bim. C-Mac says, in the words of CT, the streets are buzzing. Shout out to CT, by the way. Shout out to CT, by the way, man. I hadn't even spoken to him in like a year. CT, if you watching, bro, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy. It ain't me. I mean, it ain't nothing like that. It's just been crazy around here. Otherwise says the march to the finals officially starts today, bruh. There is a pathway. Don't let these Debbie Downers ruin y'all experience. Don't let cats come out here and ruin y'all experience. We know there's a pathway, but we also understand that it's one game at a time, one play at a time, one step at a time. Boulevard is in the building. What's good, Bully? Bully just busting the door talking about bing bong. Now what? Bully just busting the door. Bing bong, now what? The Organic Fanatics is in the building. Let's go. That man Anthony D is in the building. He is so smooth. He does not require a chaser. How you so smooth you don't need a chaser? That man so smooth he don't even require a chaser. That man is no OJ, no straw. Alfred Griffin is in the building. What's good, man? Anthony D says, relax and enjoy the ride. Bim, I'm with him. Super is in the building. What is good? Hey, listen, y'all. So I was cruising the internet, and I've been looking for a Julius Randle update. Julius Randle has been practicing. He's been getting shots up. He has not been fully cleared to do full contact practices. That's the last thing that I saw. I'm not for sure if he's going to play game one. But what I do know is that Julius Randle is tough. Julius Randle is tough. Right? That's what I do know. Do I expect Randle to play? Yes. Wiseman is in the building. Do I expect Randle to play tonight? Yes. I don't think the Knicks have security guards big enough to keep Randle off the floor. Alfred Griffin says it's laundry day and we gonna wash the Cavs. Cavs, y'all better be careful. This can go downhill real quick. Real King asked the question, do we win game one without Randle? I'm gonna rephrase it like, can we win game one without Randle? Yes. Do we win game one without Randle? Don't sleep on Cleveland. They're a good team. They won 51 games. They didn't get there by accident. Philip Casanovas is in the building. Philip Casanova says it's time to stomp the spider. Bim. Bim. Can we beat Cleveland without Julius Randle? Yes, but it won't be easy. Almighty Finesse is in the building. Yo, Almighty Finesse is like, that Almighty Finesse is going in any NBA chat at any given time, representing them Knicks to the fullest. Almighty Finesse just bust up in people chat, be like, yeah, y'all team suck. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I said it. Almighty Finesse is just like busting up in people chat like, y'all team suck. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I said it. Yo, much love to Almighty Finesse, man. Shout out to Almighty Finesse. Hotline Bling is in the building. And Wiseman says, can win a game or two without Randle, but need him for each series. Yes. Yes. The thing I think Knicks fans should focus on, and we have not, one of the things we should focus on, and we have not focused on, is this. Jalen Brunson had about a week to get fully healthy. And why are we not talking about it? Jalen Brunson had about a week to get healthy, and we're not talking about a healthy Jalen Brunson. Tooney got it in the building. Tooney says, if the Knicks win tonight, the series is over. Them. And I think Cleveland knows that too. I think you're going to get Cleveland's best effort. Kerry Cox says X Factor is R.J. Barrett. Let me stop right there. I'm gonna put Kerry Cox. I'm gonna put a pin in that, right? Because I have a different X Factor, but I got something for you, Kerry Cox, and it's a gift. You know me. I research stuff before I get here. Right? Keith Turner is right. I look at RJ as a non-X Factor. Right. Tom from Huntington is in the place to be. Salute my guy. He says Jalen Brunson will drop 60 in a game this series. Hey, you know what? I don't know if I could go all the way to 60, but I could definitely see a 40-point game. I'm 2/3 of the way there with you. My X factor for this series is the dynamic duo of Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickley. And I think that dynamic duo, I think a star will be born in this playoffs, and it's that dynamic duo. It's those two playing off of each other. I don't see R.J. Barrett as the X factor. I think the X factor is Emmanuel Quickley and Quentin Grimes being complementary of Jalen Brunson. That's what I think. I think with the help of Emmanuel Quickley and Quentin Grimes, Jalen Brunson will get off. I think they will get off. And here's why. The subtle plays with these guys will determine the outcome of games. The subtle plays, right? The stuff that you guys don't talk about. The stuff that a lot of Knicks fans don't see is the reason why Quickley and Grimes will be the X factor. Think about Grimes' on-ball defense, the physicality of Grimes on Garland or Donovan Mitchell. And when they look to pass, Quickley lurking in passing lanes. These are the things that you don't see as a Knicks fan, right? All you see is the turnover. right? But you don't see quickly lurking in passing lanes, daring you to make that pass. And then when you don't, you have to keep it and run more offense and cycle through more options and sets. Michael Douglas is in the building. What's good, y'all? Oh, and my call to action, man. Listen. Hey, man, please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Check out all the options in the description box below this video. We just added a newsletter. I just typed it up this morning. Stars are overrated. You should see it in the description box below. Click on it and read my thoughts on. Now, these are my thoughts on why stars are overrated. Right? And it's all encompassing. It's just not about the player walking on the floor. It's about how you acquire them and where they come from and how much you have to pay for them and how dedicated you have to be to them and how you have to add the ancillary pieces around them. So it's a very short read. It's a lot of stuff. I try to make my articles and newsletters. I try to make the juice worth the squeeze. If you're gonna read for 4 minutes, it's gonna have a lot of stuff. Paris Duggar is in the building. What's good, Paris Duggar? So my X factors are Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickly. Right? Here's the thing why I say they are the X factors. Defensively, they take away a lot of stuff. You feel me? They take away a lot of stuff defensively. Right? They make you cycle through passes, through ball denial and ball pressure and passing lane pressure and lurking and redirecting. They make you hold onto the ball and do other stuff. And then, on top of all of that, they make you miss shots. They make you miss shots. Ultimately, the NBA is a make or miss league. They make you miss shots. Or they pressure your passing lanes. They make you cycle through options. All these things, you don't notice these things with Quickly and Grimes, right? But you do notice them when R.J. Barrett gets beat off the dribble and a player has a ton of options. They could dribble past you, go to the rim and dunk, kick out to the corner for 3, throw a lob, throw up a floater. I mean, all the options are there when guys get beat off the dribble, when your defense is penetrated. What Grimes does is he gets on your man. I'll give you an example. I saw Quentin Grimes on what's the big rookie from Orlando? The big rookie from Orlando, the Paolo Banchero, right? I saw Grimes guarding Paolo Banchero. Paolo took him off the dribble because Paolo's going to be great now. Paolo's going to be great. Let's not get it twisted. I saw Paolo beat him off the dribble. It happens. But Grimes immediately closed the airspace and got his body on Paolo, and Paolo redirected towards the baseline, right? And as soon as he knew his shot wasn't there, he raised his hands trying to pass, and Grimes was right there shadowing, also contesting the pass. So not only did he contest the drive, he contested the pass, and when Banchero was looking to pass the ball out to Suggs, guess who was in the passing lane? I'm just saying. Everything that a player does doesn't just show up on like the stat sheet. Everything doesn't show up in the box score. Everything a player does doesn't show in his make or miss. Everything is not make or miss. And while this is a make or miss league, right? While this is a make or miss league, those guys have impacts beyond make or miss. And for that reason, they are the X factor. And notice when we say X factor, X stands for unknown, right? X stands for unknown, not known. So Quickly and Grimes are going to present those things that are not in the box score, not on a stat sheet. Ruggs 89 is in the building. T. Williams, yep. You heard. So if we go, oh, CWC is in the building. CWC, what's good? If we merely go by what X Factor means, RJ Barrett is not going to give you something that you hadn't seen before. What RJ Barrett does is known. What Quickly and Grimes are going to give you are these things that are unknown, unnoticed, unaccounted for. And for that reason, those two players are my X factors in this series and in the playoffs beyond Cleveland. Beyond Cleveland. And out of that group of two, out of that duo, my belief is that one or both of these guys will click in the playoffs. Right? I've been told for years that stars are made in the playoffs, right? That's the thing. They're like, well, Uncle Freezie, you know what I'm saying? During the regular season, anybody can score. Julius Randle was this is what they told me. Julius Randle was a stat patter. This is year one of Randle. Randle's a stat patter. Stat patter, well, how come he can't be a star? Stars are made in the playoffs. He didn't make the playoffs. Okay, with that logic there, I'm going to use that same logic that I was told and apply it to Quickly and Grimes. One or both of them are going to break out. One or both of them are going to break out. Right? And in my mind, I think it's Grimes that's going to break out. Because we've seen a lot of Quickly, and if Quickly does what he normally does, it's not a breakout. It's just the national stage will see it. And DSJ says, and because RJ Barrett's offense is known, he's going to have to improve his offensive game next season, keep defenses guessing. Or we could stay on this current course of organic growth, right? Understanding that we lost a lot of games because of weird circumstances. Nicholas Batum throwing up a Hail Mary 3 at the buzzer to tie it. Get out of here. DeMar DeRozan getting that ticky-tack foul on Grimes against Chicago in December when everybody saw Grimes didn't even touch him. And DeMar DeRozan going to the free throw line, knocking down the two free throws to give Chicago the win. George Niang getting red hot from 3 in February Who the hell is George Niang from Philadelphia? Who is George Niang? Somebody tell me, what is a George Niang? We out here holding Philadelphia down, and some dude named George with an S, Niang with a G is out here knocking down threes. Paris Douglas says, can't use the logic for stardom on a $4 million guy in comparison to $100 million guys that's capped. Yeah, Paris Douglas, you wrong. Yeah, you wrong. Because before these guys were $100 million guys, guess what they were? Before Donovan Mitchell got his $100 million contract, guess what he was? And don't tell me Donovan Mitchell was a developmental player. Donovan Mitchell was great from day one. Stop. Good morning, though. Good morning. We see you in the chat. Good morning. Get him, bully. Get him, bully. He out here talking about Donovan Mitchell. You can't compare a $4 million guy to a $100 million guy. Get him, bully. Donovan Mitchell was good from day one. He didn't come in the league making $100 million. Stop it. Stop the madness. Don't be negative this morning. Don't be negative this morning, man. It's playoff time. These kids are going to come out here and prove themselves, Paris Duggar. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board, Paris Duggar. Get on board, Paris Duggar. They were 17. No, they were not. Paris, stop it. No NBA first round pick coming to the league making $17 million. Stop it. The number one pick this year came in the league making 10 point something million dollars. Man, stop. Just praise your young team. Be happy for your team, man. Be happy for your team. Support these young kids, man. Heavy Reese is in the building. Heavy Reese says, I'm so amped for the game. Me too. Man, I'm excited, man. I think these kids on this stage, in this matchup, have the opportunity to break out. The one I'm picking is Quentin Grimes. Even though y'all know how I love Emmanuel Quickly. Y'all know Big Herb says, man, let them young boys cook. Yes! Let them young boys cook. And Paris Douglas says, that's not the argument. No, there is no argument. Nobody's arguing. I merely stated my opinion, and you came in and said my opinion was cap. You disagree, that's on you. And my opinion, Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickly are the ones that are the X factor. If you have your own opinion, state it. And I won't agree or disagree with somebody's opinion because that is their opinion. And they have the right to opine if they want to. Hard Will is in the building, my brother. My brother Hard Will is in the building. Man, I know the internet buzzing now, boy. I know the internet is buzzing now. Hard Will is in the building. What? Hard Will is in the building. What? Well, how you feeling about Emmanuel Quickly now? You remember we had that conversation about Quickly, man. How you feeling about Quick now? And Paris Douglas says, so ham sandwiches to expectations. What BS? You got two storylines going on. Oh, boy. This is so desperate. I ain't reading no more of your comments, man. Paris Douglas, I ain't reading no more of your comments. I'm just letting you know that. You may as well stop typing. You may as well just stop typing. Enjoy the ride. You thirsty. You looking for something. You out here searching for something. We ain't going to give it to you. You out here fishing for something. We ain't going to give you that. We just going to let you. We're just going to let your comments just scroll through. We ain't even going to read nothing. Yo, Bo Ismail is in the building. What's good, my guy? Bo, it's good to see you. Yo, Big Herb says we got the sixth man of the year, most improved, and an MVP candidate. Bam! Bam! Yeah, man, I'm super excited about that, man. I'm super excited about the Kia Annual NBA Award finalists. In my mind, I think Jalen Brunson is the most improved player. I don't think it's even close. Jalen Brunson is the most impactful player with improvement in my mind. I think Emmanuel Quickly is the sixth man of the year. Julius Randle should get MVP votes. Now, I'm not saying he should be in the top 3, the top 5, the top 10, the top 12, the top whatever. And in my mind, Julius Randle had MVP-like performances during the season. Now, did he have some duds during the season? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feeling me? But, man, yeah. I think Randle had some MVP-type performances during the season. He should be considered. He should be considered for a lot of different things. All NBA, MVP votes. And Rugg says the Knicks got the best bench in the playoffs. Yo, let's talk about that for a second. How confident are y'all really with the bench? With our bench for the 8 teams that are left in the Eastern Conference. I mean, I don't really care about the Western Conference at this point because if we play a Western Conference team, that means the argument is validated, right? How confident are y'all with the bench? How confident? I'm really confident with the bench, man. I'm really confident with the bench. And you know what? And the thing about the bench, is this. I'm not only am I confident with the bench, I'm confident with the deep bench. Right? See, I'm not just confident with Quickly and Hart and Hartenstein. Right? I'm not just confident with Quickly, Hart, and Hartenstein. To a degree, I'm confident with Obi, Jericho Sims, and Miles McBride also. To a degree. Like say for instance, if there's a scenario where Miles McBride has to play, I'm not even sweating it. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, we're down to Miles McBride. Nah, I'm confident. Look, for instance, if Jericho Sims has to play, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, Jericho Sims is out there. Nah, I'm confident. I'm confident with Obi Toppin in his role off the bench. I'm even confident with Obi Toppin with his role off the bench. The limited role that'll be presented to him. I'm confident in Obi with that. So we're talking about Quickly, Hart, McBride, Obi, Sims, Hartenstein. Man, I'm confident with all of that's like 6 players. That's like 6 players. That's like 6 players off the bench, y'all. That's like 6 players off the bench. Now, am I confident in Derrick Rose? Nah, not anymore. Not anymore, because Derrick Rose, I think the injuries have caught up to Derrick Rose. Right? Am I confident in Evan Fournier? Not at all. Am I confident in Evan Fournier? I'm not confident in Evan Fournier at all. Right? But the other 6 guys I mentioned, notice I mentioned 6 guys, y'all. Man, listen. I said, listen. Dude, check me out, man. I mentioned Quickly and Deuce as a backcourt, Josh Hart at the 3, Obi at the 4 in his limited role, Hartenstein at the 5, and even if we have to go past Hartenstein, I'm confident in Jericho Sims. I'm confident in Jericho Sims also. Whoever in the chat brought up that our bench is deep. Whoever did it this morning, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it was that mentioned how deep our bench is. Man, kudos for them for bringing up something smart and positive. Whoever it was that mentioned that the bench is deep, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it was. Whoever it was in the chat, man, y'all find out whoever in the chat said something smart and positive about the Knicks. Whoever said that, whoever brought up the bench, man, kudos to you for bringing up something smart and positive. Right? Because the bench, while it doesn't sound like all that attractive and it's just bench players. No, the bench is key. I think the bench is key. I think our bench is key if we want to go on this 2.5-month magic carpet ride. King Embert is in the building. I see you. I see you out here. King Embert in the building. How much of a factor will this bench play in helping this team win this playoff series? Not the next series. I'm not concerned about the next series because we have to take it one step at a time. As a matter of fact, we'll have to take it one game at a time. Right? One game at a time. but how confident and we are that our bench is going to have a positive impact. I'm going to say the top end of the bench, which is Quickly, Hart, Hartenstein, are major players. Quickly, Hart, Hartenstein are major players. Right? Depending on what we get from Obi and Deuce McBride, and maybe even Sims if we see him, I think may take this team over the top. I think it may take this team over the top. I think Quickly, Hartenstein are going to be very impactful on this series. Quickly, Hartenstein are going to be very impactful, and then the OBs, the Miles McBrides, and the Jericho Sims may have some type of impact, some type of lower level impact on the series. And whatever we can get from players 8 through 11 will be, is it 8 through 11 or 9 through 11? Whatever impact we get from players 9 through 11, I think it's going to be a plus. Unless Randle doesn't play. If Randle doesn't play, then now we are in a weird space. And CWC says, I always said we have the deepest bench in the NBA. And I said Memphis was second deep with their bench. Yeah, I see it. I got you. And I feel you on it. What I would suggest too, though, is that for the Western Conference teams, I ain't even worried about them. Because if we have to play a Western Conference team, that means we made the finals. We already won. If we are playing a Western Conference team, that means we made the finals. We already won. The season is far exceeded expectations. Far exceeded expectations. I think this bench thing is real. The deepness of this team is real. Players 1 through 9 for us is a real thing. Players 1 through 10 for us is a real thing. Players 1 through 11 for us is a real thing, even though Tibbs is only going to play 9 players, maybe even 8. You might see Tibbs just play 8 guys, play 9 guys. You may see it. And Bully says, and I'm sorry, we call him Bully, but Boulevard 73 says if we smack them tonight, we sending a real message. Right, a real message. And shout out to Boulevard 73 with one of the dopest avatars in the game. One of the dopest Abbeys in the game. Shout out to Boulevard 73. That's our guy, right? one other thing I wanted to discuss with y'all is this, or get y'all's opinion on, is this. How confident are y'all in Tom Thibodeau making adjustments to J.B. Bickerstaff's adjustments? How confident are we as a fan base that Tom Thibodeau will make adjustments to J.B. Bickerstaff's adjustments? And CWC says some part of or the game or the series, Tibbs needs to run two centers out there to get rebounds. You can mismatch with our centers. Would you do that with Randle healthy? Or with Randle healthy enough to play, CWC? Man Child is in the building. Okay. Okay. So here's my thing with the Tibbs thing. I bring it up because I talked to somebody via telephone last night while I was doing like a million different things at once. Right? Y'all know me. I'm trying to organize the newsletter. Right? Trying to organize the newsletter to get it up and running and stuff so we can have, more impact, and I mean not more impact, but more content. And so content can be taken in context, and so I'm doing like 1,000 different things, and I speak to somebody via telephone, and I bring up the fact that unlike last season, I think I'm confident in Tom Thibodeau being able to adjust on the fly. I'm confident in Tom Thibodeau making adjustments. In game, by the way. In game, by the way. At this point in my Knicks fandom, I'm confident in the front office, which is a change. I'm confident in the coaching staff, which is a change, and I'm confident in the roster, the players. I've always been confident in Randle. I've always been confident in RJ. I've always been confident in Quickly. I've always been confident in what Mitch brings. Right? I've always been confident that Grimes in the future will have the impact of a Paul George or Kawhi Leonard in the future. Right? In the future. I don't know if it's the near future, but I definitely feel like give Grimes about 200 NBA games, and he'll have a Paul George type impact. I don't think he's ready at the moment. But if he is, I won't be surprised. But I don't want to. I don't want to now and have it in the past want to anoint him Klay Thompson. Right? But in terms of Tibbs, I haven't always been the most confident in Tom Thibodeau. I haven't always been the most confident in the front office. But right now, as we speak, at this moment, I feel pretty daggone confident. I feel pretty daggone confident. I'm confident, and right, and here's why. We know JB Bickerstaff is a legacy coach, right? We know he's a legacy coach. We know JB Bickerstaff is the son of Bernie Bickerstaff, who used to coach the Denver Nuggets and some other teams and all that stuff. JB Bickerstaff comes from a coaching lineage. We know JB Bickerstaff is a innovator offensively and defensively. He strategically he can get the very best out of the players that he has. He is able to put players in the right place to thrive, right? And I think that may be a challenge for Tom Thibodeau. Miss Geraldine is in the building. What's good, Miss Geraldine? How you doing? For instance, one strategic thing that Tom Thibodeau did, and Knicks fans don't notice it, and we miss a lot of stuff. And I'm not bashing Knicks fans. I'm a Knicks fan myself, and so when I speak about Knicks fans, I'm including myself. But one strategic thing we miss. Yo, Daniel Berry's in the building. What's good, man? I see you. What's good, boss? One strategic thing that I noticed is that Tibbs eliminated Julius Randle's contested mid-range shots and made him stretch that shot out to the three-point line. Bro, it's like the thing is strategically, Randle, if you're gonna miss contested fadeaway twos at about 20 feet, why not just take the spot up three at 23 feet? If you miss, it's a long rebound anyway. But if you make it, you get an extra point for it, and you make the defense pay. Cha-ching. It's one of the adjustments that Tom Thibodeau made with Julius Randle's offensive game. Cha-ching. There you go. Julius Randle, before he got hurt, was 5th in the NBA in three-point attempts. So instead of taking a ton of contested twos, they told Randle either go to the rim or shoot the three. Now, does Randle still pull up around the free throw line? Yes. Yes, it's because teams design defenses to stop Randle's pull up and go into the rim. So he mixes in a little of that in order to keep defenses honest, but his shot diet is threes and shots at the rim, sprinkled in with a sampling of twos, mids, make defenses pay. Right? So that is a seasonal. That is a in-season adjustment, not in-game adjustment. What I saw Tibbs do also is get the ball out of R.J. Barrett's hand when he wants to do the pick and roll, where he backs all the way up the tunnel. R.J. backs up all the way to the parking lot. R.J. Barrett legit backed all the way up to Bayonne, New Jersey to get a running start in the pick and roll. And what R.J. doesn't realize is while he's backing up, defenses are resetting. So when he bombards his way to the rim, it's against a set defense. So what do? You run an off-ball action where R.J. is running towards the ball, so when he catches it, he can catch it in stride going towards the rim. That's an in-game adjustment. Those are in-game adjustments. G-Money is in the building. Am I totally confident in Tibbs? I'm fairly confident that Tibbs can make adjustments. How about you guys? Did you guys see Tom Thibodeau make an adjustment? Are you guys confident that Tibbs can make an in-game adjustment? An in-game adjustment, an in-series adjustment. I think I'm confident that Tibbs can make a in-series adjustment and in-game adjustment. I saw Tibbs tell Josh Hart to initiate offense with R.J. Barrett on the wing, which is is odd. It's peculiar watching Josh Hart try to initiate. The heart is there. Let me, no pun intended. The heart is there. The willingness is there. For Josh Hart, willing to try to initiate. All things considered, you probably would have preferred Quickly or Miles McBride to maybe try to initiate. But Josh Hart trying it with R.J. Barrett on the wing, to me, it was just a delight to see. I can't remember what the outcome was, to be honest, but it was just a joy to see something different and another wrinkle in the Knicks offense. Wiz is in the building. So yes, I'm gonna do the play-by-play, and listen, I'm doing the play-by-play, man. I might just, respectfully, I might just have the mic by myself. Respectfully to others, because the Blorange Tears family is big, bro. Everybody, we be fighting over this thing. No, it's my turn. It's my turn. Your turn. It's my turn. So. So respectfully, I might just rock the mic by myself in that space. You know what I'm saying? The New York Knicks is in the building. Corey Lee is in the building. What's good, Corey Lee? Thank you for the generous contribution. Corey Lee says, it's going down this evening. Peace and salute. Queens is in the building. Queens, get the money. Y'all know how sometimes we you know what I'm saying, we like, yo, no, it's my turn, it's your turn, it's my turn, it's your turn. So today, man, I might just rock the mic dolo. Right? Just so that I can speak clearly, uninterrupted. T. Smith is in the building. I see you, boss. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak clearly, give the play-by-play, do a little strategy, little stuff like that. And then in the post-game, we can chop up everything that we saw. And then on the Knicks at Night podcast, we could just chop up what we saw. King Embert says, Queens get the money. Queens get the money. And Kerry Cox says, yo, hit that thumbs up button, y'all. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, man. I gotta get better at the call to action, man. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Support the movement. Join the channel. We got to do better at you know what I'm saying, the channel membership stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm with you. The Blorange Tears fan, for sure. For sure. Yeah, man. For sure. I'm with it. We good. Pat Drip is in the building. What's good, man? Like, we'll definitely do the pregame. Let me stop saying probably. We'll do like a pregame, probably about 30 minutes or so before. It depends on what time the game really starts. You know how sometimes they say the game is supposed to start one time and then the game don't really start at that time? And then you like, now we got like 15 minutes of. Yeah, you say I'm in the Matrix. I'm in the Matrix. Let me see what happened. Let me see why I'm in the Matrix, man. Let me see why I'm in the Matrix. Hold on, let me. I shouldn't be in the Matrix, but. Okay. On my end, I look good. On my end, it looks good to me. So. And so Kerry Cox says tip off is at 6:30. Okay. 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 Well, I tell you what, the Matrix has given me a sign, so what I'll do is I'll end it right here, and then I'll see y'all later on today. Right? Y'all keep that energy up. Y'all get that energy up, man. I'll see y'all in a little while. Blorange Tears family, man, look out for your phone.